All right, so the news that we have today should be coming at 8:30 for the US dollar and the Canadian dollar. And these two they're high impact news. Even though it's not on GJ, I do understand that UCAD and GJ, they correlate heavy. So, I'm still seeing higher highs and higher lows on UCAD. So I would assume that there could be some kind of spike bullish. I don't know. It really could go either way. It could honestly at the same time go both ways. But I'm thinking in my head, will the volatility that will happen on UCAD affect GJ? I think it will. I think it will just because they inversely correlate, but also because sometimes for some reason when there's US news, it makes GJ, a little jumpy. So but besides that, I had a question, right? There was a question and I wanted to go on. Well, hold on. Let me see. Make sure you guys can see this first. Let me share. Okay, so I was actually back testing and I saw almost a very similar scenario. So on the 4 hour, it was, get rid of this. It was this situation right here. Was it? Was it though? Was it really? I think it was, yeah. Okay. I think this was it. I don't want to get it wrong. Okay. This situation right here, right? So on the daily time frame, you see that the weekly, I'm not going to say structurally, I'm just going to say the weekly trend is currently going bearish. So you have a lower low, then you have a lower high. And then you have a lower low. But let's say we're not there yet. Let's say we have only seen this much, right? So I'm going to go to the 4 hour now. And I'm going to say, all right, we're here. So what we had on GJ, we did have a legit, pullback at 38.2. But the thing is, it never made a lower low. So for example, in this case, I can say point A to point B. Structurally, none of these actually, do justice until we come up to the 38.2, right? So 38.2 is a price reversal zone. So price can actually go to the negative 27% from that level. Now, zooming in, we see, all right, cool. Yeah, price, it broke support and everything. Woo, woo, woo. But why didn't it continue to the negative 27% zone? Does it make this trade wrong? Are we switching structure? And it's just like, nah. Because at the end of the day, point A, point B, technically you could really go all the way back up here and still be with structure, right? So that's why I'm like, I just got to mark off my most, or not even the most recent weekly reversal zones, but the most relevant reversal zones. And in this case, I have this level that was used currently as support. See, when I look on the weekly from this point, the only thing I can see to the left that is clear and clean and concise is this level that was used as support, right? So that could just be a target zone to say, okay, price is going to probably reverse from this level, but we see signs that price could continue to go bullish from here. So we have this drop, but then we have this higher low, right? And then we have a break of resistance that happened, just like how we have on GJ currently in this moment. And then it continues to go bullish. However, it doesn't mean that the entire trend has changed. It just means that we're going to be counter trending on the daily just a little bit more, right? Because you have all that space to the 100% zone to go to. And it could still be considered, yes, this is actually a structure point. And then that's when we have the lower high, lower high comes up here. We finally get our break of support. And then we have this lower low. So it's like, you can consider this a break of, actually it's right here, a break of structure. Once price actually forms these bullish candles over it, confirming that it's a break. However, remember where you are overall. Remember the current fibs, or however you want to describe it, you have to understand where you are overall in the higher time frame, right? Because we're still in this fib zone, right? We still have all these opportunities to continue going bearish. It's just a matter of which one we'll take. And that's why I use my confluence based on the weekly time frame, because it has a really, really high probability of turning around. But going back to GJ now in real time. Share. Okay, I think I did it. Yeah, going back to GJ, that was just like pretty much my point, is that yes, we have made lower highs, 38.2s, and even, I mean, whatever else you want to call this. However, it's not the type of high like this is, where it's like this is a lower high structurally. If price breaks this level, then we're actually bullish on the daily time frame, right? Because we've had a lower low, we broke this, but because yes, we've had a 38.2 structure point, we've had a 50 or 61%, 61.8% retracement. However, price never actually made a lower low to say, yes, this is legit. If price breaks this, price is going to continue all the way, right? So it's two different things. Price still has to break the 100% zone, which currently is here, in order for it to be a break of structure, for us to do this and actually go the other way. But, you know, it hasn't happened yet. You know, we're still working in that same fib zone, and we're still in monthly resistance. And I have this one drawn up because this is the weekly level that we used for this reversal over here. But, you know, I mean, at the end of the day, of course, price can continue to go bullish. You know, price does what it wants. That's just how price moves. But I've learned to prioritize structure. Every time I have like a bad week, what's the main thing I'm saying to myself? Writing down, oh, gotta prioritize structure, wait for the break of structure. It always goes back to structure. So until price breaks this level, my bias is still going to be sells. And I understand that that's not how everyone else trades, because we just want to make money today. And I get that. You know, I'd be looking at the biggest time frames possible, just because I enjoy having total and complete clarity. Versus if I'm on the 1 hour too much, bro, I will get lost, you know. Yeah, you just got to see what price does today, see if it continues bullish, or if we actually have a reversal. But I'm definitely going to want to see what's going to happen at 8:30 when price gets some more volatility. Now for gold, oh man, I could have held, but I exited right here. So yes, I was in the sells, and then what I saw was, actually, it wasn't even the break of minor resistance that I saw that indicated that yes, we're going to go bullish now for real. It was the second higher low, you know. And then on top of that, you know, originally when I wanted to take those long-term buys, we weren't even at the 38.2 level yet. So it kind of said to me in my head, I was like, well, you probably could go just a little bit more bearish. And you see that happen here, when it's like price came to this level, but it didn't actually go all the way to the 38.2. So that's why I even had confidence holding until it actually came to this 38.2 level. But yeah, so once price did a little double bottom, I was like, okay, cool, probably gonna go bullish from here. Wish I would have held, but you know, this is a continual learning journey. But the main indication that price was ready to go bullish was just a break of resistance. So we weren't looking for a break of structure in this case, since the 4 hour structure was already bullish, right? It goes like, there's a pattern to this. In my head, it sounds like fractals, right? But it's all good. Yeah, we'll see. We'll just see what happens at price today.